Hey, before we get to Florence, have you seen what's going on in the Pacific? This is the broad expanse of it. And there is a super typhoon. Peak winds were around 175 miles per hour, and it's now down to 167 miles per hour. They're the Philippines, and it's tracking in that direction. Mangkhut, I believe. I looked up the pronunciation, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but this thing is a powerhouse. Now, hold on to your hats. Let's spin it over towards the Atlantic. You've got Florence, you've got Joyce, you've got Helene, you've got Isaac. These are all named storms, 4 of them out in the Atlantic Basin. And as well, as you get up into the Gulf, the potential, if it does become a named storm, this would be, I believe, Kirk. But there's this cluster of storms, southern Gulf of Mexico, that is going to swamp South Texas, whether it becomes a named storm or not. But of course, the main player is Florence. You may have heard it's weakened. Down to a Category 2, 110 miles per hour as far as the winds go. Down from the peak of a Category 4. There's still a little time for it to strengthen, but some wind shear is really kind of just taking the wind out of its sails. A 12-hour loop shows the eye becoming obscured as that southwestern edge becomes a little more ragged. So nowhere near as impressive on the satellite presentation, but still packing a potentially lethal punch for the Carolina coastline in the form of precipitation. I've been talking about this all week. Outer rain bands continue to spin in. There you can see the center of circulation offshore, but some of those showers approaching the Outer Banks. And what we're looking at is, well, an increased hurricane warning as far as the depth. It went farther inland, a tropical storm warning that's up as you head north and west. And also we've got a storm surge warning in effect. It's going to be that combination of that wall of water, that storm surge that comes in, as well as a slowdown of the overall track of this. There's the National Hurricane Center's official track. Category 2 at landfall tomorrow morning, and then it does this slow crawl into eastern South Carolina. All the while just dumping torrential rainfall. The combo of that and the storm surge could lead to just catastrophic flooding through parts of the Carolinas. And the track does take it right up into eastern Kentucky by early next week, so we may be clipped by yet another landfalling tropical system. And that potential stall inland, will lead to a major flood threat. I made this graphic days ago, and it still holds, except for the mid-Atlantic part. I just wanted to illustrate how static this has been as far as the flood threat for the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina. The upper level winds that would scoot this thing out of here are just not there. So you've got these weak steering currents. This storm just plods along and just dumps heavy rain along the Carolina coast. We're showing anywhere from 10, 15 to over 20, pushing 30 inches of rain in spots. And with tropical systems, models have a hard time latching on to the extent of the potential rainfall there. So you could easily add maybe another 5 to 10 inches isolated onto those numbers. So yeah, just unbelievable rainfall. You've got showers up over Ohio and Indiana. We may see a couple of spotty showers and sprinkles into our southern counties. They're trying to get going today, but generally we're talking partly sunny skies and highs nudging into the mid-80s. We do start to warm back up again. We're going to hold on to those 80s through the weekend. The good news, if there's any to be had, pushing the rain chances off later. We're going to try to keep it dry Saturday and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, still a big question mark with that, Claire, but there's the possibility some of those showers and storms may be tropically related. If that happens, that's a second impact from the remnants of a tropical system the Commonwealth has seen in less than 2 weeks.